I just don't like doing any work.
Right, yes.
So if everything is kind of done for me,
yeah,
that's ideal. I, for one, welcome our robot automation overlords. And coincidentally, I'm getting my check from Elon Musk tomorrow.
Hey, that's good.
Anyway.
Glad to hear it. That's been a long time coming, honestly.
Oh, Muskie?
Yeah. God, you know, the last time he and I sat down was a long while ago now. We should really fix that.
Shout out to him just being in Iron Man 2. Like,
yeah.
And he has a speaking role.
Yeah, he does.
Is he in Iron Man 2?
Yeah.
That movie is just a fever dream to me.
That, that point, I think, even makes it worse. Yes.
I don't remember that, but also I try to black out that movie as much as possible.
Like, people bring up that movie to me sometimes, and I'm like, when did that happen?
I don't even remember what happened.
It's still one of my sleeper favorites in the MCU.
The only thing I remember about Iron Man 2 is the conversation with Mr. Hammer. And
Hammer's great! I just need more Hammer in my life.
Yeah. Who is that? Who is Mr. Hammer? What the
Justin Hammer?
Oh.
No one calls him Mr. Hammer. Just to be clear.
I was like, is there another character in the MCU I just didn't know about who like
no, Justin Hammer of Hammer
Also,
Industries.
shout out to that movie, that Gumsterfire being Black Widow's introduction.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, it was, too.
That's what it was.
Hilarious.
That Gumster fire.
All right. I want to harvest arrows, Ollie.
Okay, roll me a... I'll roll it. You're not rolling it.
Why not? Why can't I roll medicine or sleight of hand for this?
Because I rolled it. You actually get 6 arrows from there. They're actually pretty good quality arrows. That
is much better than I expected.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
And the thing that is surprising is it actually seems that these arrows they're definitely not iron or steel tipped. You don't know what it is, but despite the fact that they were just inside something like that, the kind of purple fungus kind of flakes off it very quickly, and it's kind of chromatic. It reflects the light off the lanterns in this room very well.
These are very pretty, aren't they, Voss?
Yes, they're quite...
You see Rakath like with one eye looking up into the lantern light, trying to show reflections. He's not doing it very well, but yeah.
There's more reflecting like in his eye than anything else.
More importantly, beyond their apparent beauty, is the fact that they seem to pierce this creature with relative ease.
Oh yes, I suppose they do have a practical implement as well. Yuna, do you like the way they light? Look at that.
I do. It's beautiful.
Right?
And Ollie, if I could,
yeah,
I ritual cast Identify on this.
Yes. If you guys want to sit down for 10 minutes.
Here. Yeah.
What else are we gonna do?
Yep.
I'm literally gonna sit down and also look at the bow that I picked up from
the
this
bow
dude.
is regular. It's more or less the same sort of thing that you have, maybe slightly different materials. But
more what I was
fancy.
wondering is like, what does it look like compared to mine? Because I just the one I have is not exactly built for a man of my stature.
It is. This also is not. That's
what I figured.
Drow short.
I need to find a good way to make a much larger bow at some point, and that might be a long way down the line. But
you need a big boy specialist shop.
I need a I need a Mr. Big and Tall in.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Mr. Big and Hunched.
A Mr. Big and Lump.
Please, no.
Okay. What do the other two of you want to do while they're taking, 10 minutes to kind of sit and cast
just
this?
like wander off and get killed by something.
Torum is like trying to patch up as much as he can the many holes that he has now from that creature.
Yeah, I am running out of gas, but that's fine. I want to go check out that body, actually.
Which one?
The other
one
room.
of the drow that you were investigating.
Yeah, okay. You really see that, yes, you go in there, and see that where that body was, according to their announcements, is just a fire. It's really not a fire that's at risk of spreading, because, yeah, it would probably spread if it got to the big fungal growth in the corner, but there's like a 30 feet distance or so.
Gotcha. Okay. I mean, that's literally what I was coming in here to do. So, and then
Got you covered.
Yeah, I am. While they're doing that, I'm gonna just start taking the other bodies and like piling them onto that fire.
They catch fire very easily, allowing the fire to grow and grow. Kind of while you're doing that, the ritual cast is complete. These are a magical item in that the material that makes them is a drow material, a usurpery material that's actually made here in Narashiro in the Manufactory District. It is a material not only very powerful in its raw form, and even more so when smelted, but the smelting process involves deep magic that brings out even more natural powers. It's a material called Virustil, or Virustal. People go either way. And yes, I will put that in chat, because that is an Oli word. Virustil. But it's known to be an incredibly hardy material, also quite lightweight. It's, you know, a sword or armor made of this is real important, real wealthy. It actually makes it count as an unbreakable arrow, which is a common item that can't be broken unless anti-magic is applied to it. So you have 6 of those.
Cool. I am very excited about that.
Yeah, I'll pass all the information on to. Boss.
Delightful. Well,
Of course,
And
that's
it's
only
so
in
pretty.
this case. It is only really the arrowheads.
yes.
This is not a full arrow made of the stuff, which would be much more notable. So it's
also
actually not.
very heavy and probably difficult to shoot.
No, because it's a very light material.
Even still, a metal shaft can be quite heavy. And
Hey, I know a thing or two about metal shafts.
Torum certainly does.
Ollie,
Yes,
I would like to go back to the body of the man who's
it is on
came from these
fire.
arrows. Why are things on fire?
You go in
Because
there,
he's
and not only is it on
coming
fire, but Voss is throwing other bodies onto the fire.
Oh, well, I was hoping to find out who sent this man.
I may have lit him ablaze.
Okay.
He was coming back to life.
Oh,
He was going to
Well-
come and attack us from behind. I felt it was prudent to burn him instead.
I guess I
Stop
will
the fungal growth.
investigate what remains. We do have his weaponry. Maybe that has a clue on it. And I'm going to try to figure out.
I will
who
actually
sent this
hand
man.
you the spare
Yeah.
his that you can take a look at.
Yeah.
But I'm
Who
keeping
do
the arrows.
Who do I think sent this person?
Based on the stuff, like I said, it's kind of like a Narashiro equivalent of a handyman. You know, you send them to
Oh, well.
maybe clear out this
Could
place,
be
maybe steal
anybody.
something from there. It could be anybody. It could just be a looter.
Someone paid well for these arrows, I have no doubt.
Exactly.
Oh well, a mystery for another time. What's in the box?
I'm sure you'll put
What's
them
in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
You go and try and put the key in the keyhole, and it doesn't fit. Key is actually way bigger
Can
than
you
the
just- can
keyhole
you
on
open
this.
I'm gonna try and open the box with sleight of hand.
Uh-huh.
And
Don't we have a key?
Yeah, the
Doesn't
key's
fit.
way too big.
Oh.
He didn't-
does not fit.
And
Um,
I can't be
It's
patient.
like a boss key, and this is like a normal chest.
Yeah, great
Yeah.
example.
It's
Oh,
a
wait.
22 sleight of hand.
Yeah, that easily opens it. Do. Inside is a little bit of gold. It's let's say 60 gold, which is actually quite a lot of gold to you guys. A note that says "Destroy it all" in Elven, and actually a spell scroll, very neatly kept in a scroll case. When you open it, you can see runes of elven magic written all over it. And the spell scroll casts a spell, Burning Hands.
Ah. Yuna, you might like this, or maybe you would hate it, one or the other. If you don't like things being on fire, I don't think you'll like this spell scroll.
Oh.
But if you do like things being on fire, well, do I have a scroll for you? And he's gonna pocket the 60 gold into.
Oh.
No, not like the
Into the party fund?
Into the party fund. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I have that.
Oh, you have that back. Yeah. Then I'm gonna dump that in there, and I'm gonna give you the spell scroll, and I'm gonna keep the note, and I'm going to flip it around and show you, Yuna. It says, "Burn it all." I imagine that's meant to be the fungus. Now the question is, was it someone who wanted it burned because it was evidence, or was it someone who wanted it burned because they're a humanitarian, as it were? Don't know where that term comes from, but you know.
My first inclination would be evidence.
That's my thought as well.
Burn it all, I would imagine, be this whole area.
Yes. The building and everything else.
I will kind of like unroll the spell scroll a little bit and just look at it. Is it pretty?
Yeah, because spell scrolls, similarly to how spell books, some people do spell books. I mean, how you do your spell book is all up to you. Is it's actually crushed gold in the ink, so it's like a red ink, but glitters with gold in the right light. Because when you're going by lantern light, it's very pretty.
You know what? I think Yuna's spell book, I haven't given it terribly much thought, would be very similar to Amelia's, and that's like a book of like notes.
Yeah.
Rather than like a traditional like spell book.
Yeah, no, it totally would be, wouldn't it? Yeah, because you're a very similar kind of woman of science. Just different kind of magic, really.
Weird that we're both related to moon elves in some way.
Yeah.
And I'll just take that and pocket it for later.
long lost sisters.
Might be worth learning that more permanently. That's something you can do, isn't it?
It is something I can do.
Fascinating.
Sometimes it's ablaze. Oh, it's a bit on the nose. But
you can feel the fire in the other chamber blaze.
But knowledge is knowledge.
And it is also helpful at times when things are coming back to life and you need to deal with them before they come back to life.
This is true.
Well. Anyways, we need to find out what this key fits into, don't we?
There's only one avenue we have yet to explore in this place, so...
Oh, I'm good you've been paying attention.
Isn't there two? I thought there was one before we entered the room with the fungal growth up the top. We could have kept going straight.
Isn't that what this is?
What? No, there's two avenues in this whole place. There's the place we started at today's
Boss
session.
is
and there's
fucking charging around.
Stop! Stop! We are near dead. We need to not do this.
And you call me impatient. Where did you go, Voss?
There is but one other avenue we must
But I don't know where you went. How can I
come
follow
back
you?
down here?
Boss, I can't find you.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, I'm
As
lost.
I said, this whole area.
Am I lost?
Come back this way. Come back this way.
Well,
Come back this
You
way.
say this way, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Come
I can't
back this
actually.
way. Come back down the hall.
Here we are.
I just realized, from your point of view, I probably just.
I'm speaking of the chamber in which you nailed that creature to the floor, in case you've forgotten.
Oh, yes!
There was an area
Nice.
over there that we didn't
Estimate.
explore yet.
There's also an area up top we haven't explored, isn't there?
I have a feeling they connect to the same chamber, but
I think you might be referring to the area that we crossed with the goblin to get here.
Can I just
This is the
point
upper
out,
area.
I don't know how long those pittons will hold him in. I don't know. I don't think he'll move, but we may have to kill him. I'd rather we didn't. I'd like to take him back and, well...
He did resist in the poorest way possible. Almost the poorest way possible.
I think he might be fun to dissect and
I
really
find-
learn what those spores do to a body.
There is a good chance that if we disable the device, it will die.
Well, I suppose we shouldn't disable the device yet, then.
I do find it unnerving that this Quaggoth ran from us. The others
had the key.
all attacked mindlessly.
It was
Directed.
Exactly.
running the way we came. That makes me believe that maybe they do not connect.
I feel we should find out perhaps what is controlling it, and I have a feeling that the answer to this question is probably behind whatever door that key opens.
Are we able to take care of it in our current state?
What choice do we have?
We came here to do a job, and I'll just pull my mask down. I am covered in most of my own blood.
Oh dear.
Let's go do it.
Lead the way.
I'm gonna try to jump.
Always
across
happy.
the
Are you jumping back over the fucking...
He's got to! He has to!
I'm gonna try.
Athletics check.
Why did
You're
we
fine.
come
Here,
this
though.
way, then?
Yeah, I was going to
back-
say, there's
that's
still
back up
somewhere
around.
up top we haven't been.
Well, I'm gonna. Oh, you've been over here though.
Yeah, we've been
Yeah.
over there.
We went one way, we didn't go the other way.
All right.
It's a loop up top.
It loops around.
Yeah.
We went into a doorway. Couldn't we have gone straight ahead?
I don't think so. I'm looking up
I'm-
top right now, and
I'm very
Boss
sure.
is over here.
Boss, did you just... Where are you? Did you fall, or are you on the other side?
You're going the way I'm saying we haven't gone yet.
there's
Oh, is it
no
dead
there's no area over here. It's a dead end.
Okay.
But it
Good.
does extend further out, which makes me think there's something over here. So I'm going to cast Finding.
Mm-hmm.
Whether I made the jump or whether I fell, I would be on the other side.
Yeah, you made the
Anybody?
jump. You're fine. You're on the other side. I said that, but there was a lot of fumbling.
Banter?
There doesn't appear to be anything here at all. This isn't even like shelving or anything. This is just a dead end.
Poor
How
architecture.
boring. Well, maybe over here. I will
I'm
take
gonna
some time to
jump.
Oh
look.
my god.
I'm going to jump across, Ollie.
I'm staying
Okay,
with
you can keep taking
Well,
time.
there is a giant fungal growth over here, which I'm a little curious about. So I'm gonna look at that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm staying with
With
you.
what sort of check? Like finding again?
Yeah, I'll do Finding. I'll also
Make me a check
Finding's
for
really easy.
Rakath if you want to leap over.
Is acrobatics okay?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That's all I wanted to check. I was just...
You never got so close to this before.
Uh-oh.
You actually can see on this fungal growth when you get over here that
Because
there's
the growth
kind of-
could be the weapon, right? We've been assuming it's the creatures, I think, for a little while, but like it
the
could just be like something else.
what you actually notice with the finding, because of kind of the very video game way it sort of detects threats and interesting trinkets, is actually a body in the middle of this growth, so mushed up that it's almost like fetal, and it's all
So-
grown out from that.
Ollie, how hard did I hit my head on the ground as I fell? How far down is this, by the way?
Around 10 feet.
Oh, okay. I'll just stand up then, up completely upright and grip.
You take 6 damage from the fall.
All right, that's not ideal.
Because you land in the kind of this sharp wood and rocks down there.
All right, I'm gonna kick the wood to the side so there's no longer sharp wood underneath where I am, and then I'm just gonna actually stand up proper straight, which Voss you can see is horrifying, and then I'm just gonna grip the top of the ledge and
I'll come
lift
over
myself
and
up.
offer
That's an
a
athletics.
hand to help him up.
Yeah. Are you going to?
Oh, with advantage
Yeah,
if he
it's
wants to
like,
help.
I'll
Yeah,
offer
yeah,
a
yeah.
hand to help him up.
Thank you. That's much better. It's still a 13. It's not good.
It's enough to help someone up on this kind of thing. It's stable enough.
Okay. I'm only a lantern again. Yeah.
You're so much more than that to me.
I just hit my head so hard I became a lantern.
The eye started glowing.
I've been there.
Torum would suggest if Yuna's moving towards that body in the middle, that I should go first. I don't believe these spores can infect me.
That's a good idea. I'll hand you like a couple of vials and like, oh, please get samples
Hmm.
of the interesting bits. You know.
I will put.
You'll know when you see it.
I will put down my backpack with the goblin in it. And then
Stomp
I will.
over. You could easily collect, a sample of the regular stuff and a sample of the glowing, kind of pinkish purple spores. Easy. Not a problem.
You
at all.
don't think this is the weapon, do you, Torum?
Can I look to see if there's anything on the
Should set
body?
this on fire.
Yeah, that would be, I suppose, an investigation check if you're looking for what was on the body. Because this involves, actually moving it and kind of like getting out your sword and squishing and moving.
Wait, that was intimidation.
That was intimidation.
It's the same modifier.
That's real good.
It's the
Roll
same
it
modifier.
again.
Okay.
You're not intimidating the fungus.
God damn it.
You get in there and kind of like snap the kind of tendrils off the body in the center, but it kind of just turns to dust in your hands. There's nothing to it anymore. It's really gonna be able to give you no answers.
Does it look like this is going to keep growing if we don't set it on fire, or is it done growing? Don't know. Okay.
You could give me a nature check, I suppose, to know how much you know about fungus.
Yeah, no, Torum wouldn't know anything. So
That was why I gave you the shrug.
I do not know. And
But
I
this
will
thing is
walk
still
back.
pulsing and moving. Now, notably, the pulsing kind of, the light kind of runs through this did pause for a second when you snapped kind of the body in the middle from it. But it seems it's so interconnected, kind of like a spider's web, that it just kind of kept going after a bit.
Interesting. I do not know, but it probably would be advised to burn it. My only worry is the structural integrity of the building.
It's
Oh,
you're fair underground under like other buildings in a big stone structure, and there's actually it's not on the map. There's a really big fire here because that's where they'd be carrying all the bodies.
yeah. You want to put it in the fire, or should we bring the fire to it?
Go pick
It's
up.
really big, but you could move
Grab one
some
of the
fire to
bodies.
it. Yeah.
I was going to grab one of the bodies on the edge and just drag it over to the fungus.
If you want to do that, that's absolutely fine.
Does it catch fire?
Oh yes,
do that, yeah.
very quickly. Like I described, the infected bodies burn very quickly. It burns very quickly when exposed to flame, and it kind of like starts running through you. There's almost a sound actually, and it's a very hard sound to describe. Almost like a scream, a very breathy scream in the air as that purple light almost tries to recede away from the fire, but it just almost catches it all, and it's burning, and it's going to be burning for quite some time. But the whole thing is on fire. Let me give you
Nice
an
job,
artistic
Torum.
representation of this.
Thank you. We should go catch up with the others.
Yes, and I'll pick up the goblin in the backpack and hand it to him.
Yeah. Put it on. Give the goblin the lantern again. Don't drop this.
Tell no one about what happened.
You're not there yet.
I just want you to say I don't
Tell him.
I don't know what you could be speaking about.
Good. I would prefer people don't know exactly how tall I actually am. I'm a little bit self-conscious about it. And he slouches back down fully.
You know, are you coming?
Yeah, I'm coming. Sorry, I forgot we were in the dungeon. Or had to do this.
Oh, you got the other way.
You know what? I will just
So
warp
confused.
you to
Ollie,
the
can you
doorway.
do magic this?
Yeah, I was, but you keep moving.
Okay. Good.
90s Batman screen wipe away. We all appear again in the
Yeah.
area of the dungeon.
I'm gonna
gonna
stay
grab
on
the rope.
edge and
Sorry.
basically just hold out my arm so that I can try to pull you up when you jump over.
Yeah, because there's no rope anymore. The rope was used. I
Oh,
imagine you
dear.
put it back in your bag.
Yeah.
It's on this side though. I can pick it up and throw it to him.
No, I'm actually holding it. I'm sorry to
Oh,
say. I have
okay.
the other because it was handed to me and then
Oh,
you had it and then I just took it. So I have
No
the
rope.
But I'm also right there.
Yeah, and Boss is also trying to catch you.
It's
Yeah.
not a big deal. Like I can just stand here and
And let me tell you, it's not that bad if you fall.
I'm
Not
gonna
that I would know.
let Yuna go first, so I can help on this side if worse comes to worse.
Oh, I don't want to do this.
That's why we have
I
help on
just
this
want you to
side.
kind of say, it's okay, I'll catch you if you fall.
Alright, that's an athletics check.
Oh.
But you know what? It doesn't matter.
Majestically
19 total.
leaps like a ballerina across the gap. To the rest of you, it's like you've seen Idrith. A beauteous sight.
Rakath was around the corner. He didn't see anything.
It's that sight of like in the movie, everyone slows down. It's like,
That goblin just.
and then Rakath's like, what are we looking at? And then she's already on the other side by then.
Rakath is still looking at the chromatic arrow, kind of wandering through. He's the least stealthy rogue. I've just accepted it. He's not a stealth boy.
And the second most stealthy person has a goblin in their bag.
Yeah.
Torum! Yeah, you're fine.
Hey.
Easy.
Perfect.
Oh, I'm glad we all made it across safely without any issue.
Me too. I was quite worried about that.
Well, I'm glad you made it. I'm gonna, boss. I have a feeling you and I are doing the same thing, where we're both hesitant to actually take the lead right now.
Like, as boss, yeah, I'm going to. As me, I'm like, I am so close to death.
I
Just
have,
so you know,
I have
think
2
we're
health.
all- We're all within one hit.
We could
I might survive
Okay.
2 if I'm lucky.
in our resting room.
This is this crystals or fungus? I don't remember.
Fungus. But not the same kind. It's the kind of very common bluish white luminescent fungus that grows everywhere. It's
Great.
they're called night lanterns.
Oh, lovely. Actually, while we're here, I'm just
Rakath,
gonna
can
actually...
you give me a medicine check, please?
Uh-oh.
No. It's just. Does Rakath know something that's kind of in Rakath's wheelhouse to know?
Okay.
Night lanterns are used for a very potent drug concoction, sometimes called kick, or sometimes even blight, an even stronger one that is extremely addictive, and people get You just know that it kind of blisses people out really hard, and you've definitely looked into it as a potential for torture materials.
And with that in mind, does this appear to have been planted here on purpose, or
No, this looks just like a
Natural
natural
growth.
bloom.
Cool.
It grows everywhere.
I would like to harvest some.
Yeah, I'll save with that. You can harvest one good sample.
Good. Great.
Are we all gonna get blissed?
No.
Not yet.
Then I'll continue.
I do have other drugs on me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, could I? Well, no. We'll talk about that when we get there.
Sure. Do you want them? Do you like them?
Is this
Oh.
body still pinned down?
No.
You could grow this in your garden.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Ooh,
Yeah.
in the garden. I was
Drug
thinking that
garden.
our little rent friend could be an assistant for the garden. What do
Oh.
you think? Wouldn't that be a nice job for him? He can count to 2.
I mean, you really only need to count to 2 because you do one action, which is creating a hole in the soil, and then the second action is dropping the seed in the soil.
Exactly.
Although I do suppose you have to cover it up. That might be a little bit complex for him. But that's why he's the assistant and not the primary caretaker. How is our pinned friend, by the way?
It's still there.
Still there? Good.
An hour and a bit later.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look down at him and just say, "And you stay put. I'm coming back for you later." And then continue on.
Shall we proceed through this door?
Certainly, I did unlock it already.
Hit the door.
I'm aiming at like this way, but
Cool.
ready to
Yeah.
go through
Tell me
Open up this
when you
door.
want. Yeah.
the.
Okay.
Okay.
There are 2 of them in here.
Was it a locked door?
No.
It was, but
Well,
I
it
already
was a
unlocked
while ago. He
Yeah.
unlocked it like an hour
Are we
But
rolling,
does the key that we have fit that lock?
are we rolling initiative?
Ooh, that's a good
or-
question. No, they aren't really reacting right now.
Oh.
These ones appear much more dormant.
Ooh, Rakath, are you going up here?
Yes.
The best
I
way to
thought I'd
this,
go.
it's
Yeah.
I went
almost
over here
like
before.
there's a dress of fungal growth that connects to the large mass on these ones. They're way more connected and aren't really moving. There's the occasional like twitch and shiver.
Do they appear to be like connected to the tendrils here?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna take a torch,
Yes.
strike it, and just chuck it onto that fungal growth.
Roll initiative.
Sure thing.
Ba, 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 ba.
Oh, I did it early, didn't I?
No. There's no.
The initial tracker.
There's
Oh,
no early when you're in a dungeon.
Where
It's
is
only
my
early
initial
when
tracker?
we're changing thing.
Oh, my initial tracker was like hidden in the
Oh,
very corner.
you rolled initiative for the lantern.
Don't you worry about it. I told you, I am become lantern.
No, it
When you're-
tested. Your Rakath is actually fine.
It was me.
Oh, okay.
I have become lantern. I mean, I am Torum burnt to
It's
Ross.
true.
When you huck that fire in and that fungal growth just, and you can see that pink purple light kind of recede, and you can see that there's a doorway here. You can't really see much more than that. They can see there's this big metal like safe door almost, but
the
you can see the light go through because the fungus seems to have crept around the door.
Good
through
news,
possibly
everyone.
tight spaces. But then as that happens, the shamblers like snap to attention and actually start moving with way more urgency than you've ever seen them move, which would charge Voss into action.
Stay behind me, Yuna.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I'm gonna move right here. And then I'm going to attack this guy.
Oh,
Oh boy!
Okay.
just in one motion.
I love when Voss.
Yeah,
snaps real
with
good.
one motion, like this creature starts moving and you instantly cut it down.
Yeah, that's me drawing my sword.
Yeah. Run up.
He is the most
Made me use
anime
10% of my power.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Then I'm gonna step back here and just ready myself, and that's my turn.
Rakath!
Rakath is
Let
going
me
to
add
step
a little bit
forward
of
out just to make sure he has a good line of sight on the room, and then he's going to take a shot at the remaining boy with his bow with just the regular arrows. I'm not doing anything fancy right now.
Oh,
You're like, I'm not going to use the unbreakable arrow. This arrow launches and immediately breaks on impact on the zombie.
I see the value in them now. But they're shiny and I like them, so I'm not wasting them. Yeah. That's me.
Torum.
well.
Progressively
Hi.
larger, huh?
I guess I'm gonna drop the crossbow. And try to tanto this guy. Oh wait, he's
That's a
zombie.
hit. Yeah.
Protect runt at all
We're,
costs.
we're back to the zombie.
That's a hit. The shambler barely seems to react. Yuna, you can tell from the screaming of Runt that Torum is under attack.
Oh, Torm, are you okay? I'm actually gonna move. Oh, are you not willing? Because you want me to stay behind you?
Rakath isn't that particular. He's not boss. I
we
still
opened that
serve
door.
at the will of House Tabescos. If you ask me to move, I'll move politely.
Oh, pardon me, pardon me.
Yes, of course, of course. Oh, I mean, I did say. Oh, well, all right then.
And I will cast a spell. It's gonna be a
Mhm.
cantrip.
Mm-hmm. That's a hit.
Wow.
It's real good.
Oh, and look, more of the fungus.
Fungus.
It's on fire.
The good fungus.
Yeah.
The drug
Oh,
fungus. The drugs.
Yes.
The
I'll have to harvest more.
Boss.
drugs.
I feel like it should be obvious what I'm going to do. I'm going to move up behind this guy and see what happens.
That is a hit.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Axe hit for me for 15.
Boss ain't taking none of that shit today.
And the zombie goes down.
Yeah.
Damn.
What do you guys want to do? The fungus in there is the fire is increasing in intensity.
There's a spot up there. There's a hidey hole.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to hidey hole.
The hidey
Wait,
hole
wait,
is a
wait,
big
there's fire.
old
There's
metal
fire.
safe door. The purple fungus tendrils kind of creep around the very edge of it. Hence, the whole thing is on fire. The door, of course, not. But
Torrent of the thing where he grabs you, puts her back away from the
Oh,
fire.
the door!
I'm
This
literally
fire
at the
grows.
door waiting to open it. Does it look like the big key will fit in the hole of this door that Yuna is now standing inside?
Yes!
No, because Torm grabbed me.
it looks like it
Okay.
fits perfectly.
I'm gonna use the key to
shoulders.
unlock the door and then
Yeah, pretty much.
step away without opening it and tell
Yeah.
Voss.
You hear very, like, big locking mechanisms shift and move behind
Uh-oh.
the door. Enough that the ground almost shakes with it.
Well, if we're going in there, we need to do it fast because that fire is going to engulf.
Let's go. Let's go.
I'll go first.
After you, Voss.
Oh, but I have the finding spell.
We don't know if there are monsters, Yuna.
Monsters.
We don't know if there are Rakaths in there.
That's true.
After you, Voss.
I go and open the door.
Rakats are just future friends.
Feel free to roll initiatives.
Oh, how cool.
Uh-oh. I don't even know what we're
But
rolling
something
initiative
you immediately notice with the door open, the tendrils that kind of crept through the door almost reinflate, but then immediately set fire. I mean, the fire actually
Oh.
has more room to spread into the spaces you are occupying.
This is why I stepped this way to the side of the door, not the other
What you
way.
see through here, illuminated by the firelight, is this big fungal growth in the middle, where it kind of forms the kind of tree-like structure that a lot of fungus does in the Underdark. It's big and purple and has those purple bright lights dotted in it that kind of brings it life. And there's even bigger, almost core, like a heart in the middle that is beating. There is actually kind of a face to it. Kind of. If you looked at it in the right way.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. It is the zombies first, so they're going to start shambling towards you. Filling up the doorway. Torum. Oh, and something of note. This entire chamber is filled with those spores. Some of them kind of glow in the light and such. And some of them, you actually can almost see. They get too near the fire and just burn away. But the air is thick and purple here. And it does kind of, when you open the door into the room with you.
Okay, well, I am going to be shooting this one right here with the crossbow. Big surprise, I know. Oh, no.
I'm
Does
so
that hit?
surprised that it misses. No, that's actually a hit.
Oh. Yeah! I'll take it.
Pretty good damage, too. Yeah. Rakath, the shambler, kind of takes the hit and keeps on moving, kind of pushing its way through the doorway.
I'm gonna try and actually be able to see something. And I'll step behind Torm. Ah, there they are. Okay, I'm gonna shoot that boy with my Yumi. Hopefully.
That's
Yeah.
a hit.
And this will have sneak attack damage on it because Voss. Thank goodness for that extra
Wow.
1 sneak attack damage. And then I am going to bonus action dash, and actually move towards the door here to check on our pinned down boy to make sure he's still pinned down and is not like scrambling like a frenzied fiend.
It is scrambling like a frenzied fiend, but it's
Is
still
he
pinned down.
Struggling? Okay. Does he look
But
like
it is
he's
struggling and moving, and actually of note, kind of like the eyes glow purple now.
Okay. I'm going to move as far as I can in here. I may have to deal with him, so.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Don't go down.
Well.
I will attack that first zombie. With a spell.
This is where we put that plan into action, I think.
That's a hit.
Oh. Oh. Boop!
Yeah. Necrotic boop, boss.
That has to be an ability.
So the space that I'm currently standing in, you said was going to catch fire potentially?
In moments.
Yeah, okay, so that's...
A moment could be a minute, it could be an hour.
It's definitely
What is a moment?
Is around about 6 seconds.
Well,
That's
I'm
a
going
hit.
to attack this guy.
That immediately brings the shambler down. Head
Okay.
kind of crunches against the metal frame of the safe and just becomes inverted.
I'm going to step here, not on the fungus. That's about to catch fire.
Uh-huh.
And that's my turn.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I saw that.
Saw nothing.
Oh.
At this point, the fire, kind of following the tendrils of the fungal growths, stretches over into the second room. You actually hear that same shrieking noise coming from inside of that room, this ethereal sound that you kind of feel in like the back of your neck almost when you hear it. One zombie is kind of actually currently engulfed in the fire, so is going to take damage, but is going to charge through it and attack at the first thing it sees, which is Yuna.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And is going to
Very
hit.
bad. Yep. Well, unless it does 1 damage.
It deals 2 damage.
It deals 2 damage, put me at
So
0.
you're down but stable.
Stable. Okay.
Yeah. But also there's a fire right there, so...
Yeah, there's a growing fire right there. Torum.
Well, seeing Yuna go down, can I drag her away?
You could like catch her before she even hits the ground. Yep, when you're
Oh.
dragging someone, you move at half speed.
Yep, gonna do that. So 1, 2, 3, and that's all I can move. And I would put Yuna behind me, so in this slot here. Do I still get an attack, or is that going to be my full sort of
That's
action?
that's nothing. Yeah, that's just dragging.
Cool, then I'm going to attack that one that just down Yuna. Not
Actually,
okay.
no, you are interacting with a person, so no, you
Okay.
don't get an attack. Sorry. Gotta think about these things.
Unconscious person, not an object.
No, but I was gonna make that joke.
Item
Rakath,
interaction.
in around, 12 seconds maybe.
So I am walking up to this boy. Does he look like he's about to break free?
He's actually broken free of one of the pitons already.
Good. Then I'm just gonna
Just
stab.
tears the hole out of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what? I am actually going to use a torch to attack him because I want to light him on fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
He is prone.
Do I?
You have advantage.
And it's an improvised weapon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You also get your sneak attack because you have advantage,
Yes. This is...
just in case. You
So it
forgot.
deals 1 fire damage plus sneak attack.
So I will roll the 1d6.
Oh no.
For 2 fire damage. Does he light on fire in general, though?
No. Actually,
Because the fungal parts, I assume, would.
because of the it's almost all fungus. That's the thing you got to remember. It's
Right,
like
but
all
more what
the
I
way
mean is
down
like
to
the
core.
tendril.
But
tendrils.
because of fire vulnerability, that 2 damage becomes 4. And guess how much HP it had left when you pinned it to the ground?
Oh, good.
4. So it
good.
kind of like it would be a slow, shrieking, moving, jerking death as it burns, but it
Yeah.
would burn to death.
Okay.
Again.
And I'm gonna look at it very sadly and just, I told you to stay put. And then with my bonus action, I'm gonna, dash so I can come back to the fight. And I had one more movement. There I am. I'm in the doorway presently. Sad, visibly sad.
Visibly sad.
That's my turn. That's my turn.
How did you get the name of my autobiography? Alright. You don't get to do anything. You're asleep. Voss!
Yeah.
Taking that long nap that I wanted.
Damn.
I hit him for 24.
Holy.
Would you allow me to take a little bit of dramatic control of the situation?
Please do.
Considering that is one mamma jammer of a crit. As the zombie shambles through the doorway on fire, knowing that these creatures are collapsible and that the fungus is extremely flammable, and seeing the large growth in the other room, with the angle of the blade, you can launch the flaming head of the zombie into the central growth. It pierces through the outer membrane, and you hear that shriek fill the air, and that sort of pinkish purple, actually as magic, a wave washes through the doorway, sort of carrying the spores with it, some of which catch alight and catch on fire, and you see all of the fungal network that's not on fire shrivel up. Not die, not fade away into nothing, but shrivel up. The light in it completely collapsing away. So with that, what do you guys want to do?
Continue
Four.
sleeping.
Torum would pick up Una.
Yeah, I'll look over to this and then see kind of this happening. Look over to Torum and just say, "Bring her to Rakath. He will be able to help her."
And I will do just that. I will carry her over to Rakath.
I mean, I will come into the... I'm currently in a doorway. I may as well continue to walk in. You don't need to bring her here necessarily. Just away from the flame is... Really?
Yeah, there's a hell of a lot of fire. Like, that chamber room, because it was so saturated with spores, is basically just fire. It's a fire room now, and that fire, while it wasn't spreading before because of the influx of spores, is spreading through the rest of the structure towards you guys.
I think it's time to go.
Yep.
Does the zombie that I had pinned down and I had to burn alive, does he have any bits that are salvageable?
I mean, it depends on what you determine by bits. There is a whole burning zombie corpse there.
Yeah. Mostly I want to see if I can still get like a sample from him or from any of the corpses that haven't been burned.
We have samples.
They've took
If you
samples.
said that,
Torum had samples, yeah.
I know there's a particular type of sample that I want.
What is it though?
Yeah.
We
Well,
should
so I was going to tell you. I was just going to describe. Thank you very much. What I would very much like is, if possible, I'd actually like to try and figure out the point of contact for fungus, whether it was inhaled. I'd like to see the lungs, if possible.
That would be a medicine check. The place is growing increasingly on fire. You do not have
Can
time
I drag
for
one
that.
of the bodies that isn't burnt? Because there's a couple that aren't right now, right? Or did they never make it out?
They
I
would
don't-
They would be in the fire. All of the bodies within this sort of wing
Yeah, okay.
are burnt. If you wanted to go off the other way, you'd have to jump. So basically, no.
Nah, it's a whole hassle. I'm not that committed.
Yeah. So
Rip out the lung.
You know what?
you can do that. Yeah, you can just I do need a medicine check for that.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Zombie
I'm gonna go for
medicine. That sounds like the name of a marijuana brand.
It's a 12. It's about right for the situation, to be honest.
You get part of a lung.
That's fine. That's all I need. I just need to be able to determine if the fungus actually seeped into the lung or not. So that's really what I'm looking for.
Alrighty.
Great.
And you can
Maybe you can use that with fertilizer along with the demon heart.
Well, that's what I'm.
Something truly terrifying.
Well, that's kind of what
bad
I'm
idea.
like. It's probably something that can help grow specific things. So I'm wondering if that'll actually be enough for the guy who asked us to recover some of it. But anyways.
You say this
Alrighty.
storm's just like past you out.
Yeah.
Just like right.
Alrighty. When you
The thing
leave
is, I
this
wouldn't have done
place
that carefully.
with no, exactly. Just yeah. When you leave this place with a wave of soot and smoke, that musician's still not there.
Is there anyone else in the area?
Not immediately outside this building, no. You go out a little bit more. There's actually a couple of folk kind of peering in because they can kind of see the fire and smell it and hear it, even though it's mostly contained within the building. There's a couple of folk kind of looking into the alleyway that this entrance is in.
I'm going to walk up to those people, but very calmly and still holding the lung in one hand, with my hands up and just say, "You didn't happen to see a blind musician go by here, did you?"
Persuasion check. Because you're scary.
So not intimidation then?
If you want to go for that.
No, I mean he's being nice, I guess.
Yeah.
That was
They-
so close to an at 20, but
they were a pair of drow children, not even through a first century. They skitter away into the darkness.
Thank you anyways. Well, I'm gonna go and sit down in the area where the blind musician was and just kind of look around, see what he's got. But I am sitting basically where he was now.
A thing of note, his coin is still there.
Uh-oh.
This is the one I.
There were a couple of other coins in that, in like the hat or whatever he
But
had.
his coin hat in general is there, and okay.
That's not the reason he was there.
Well, either that or someone else took him. But yes, more likely he was a spy. I'd be curious to know if he was actually blind.
We need to get back to House Tabescos.
No,
That's true.
I'd certainly like to have a nap.
We need to get Una back to House Tabescos.
Oh yes,
I'm
right.
already napping.
You know he's already napping. I mean, she's just jumping the gun, really. I am gonna actually take a look at Una right now and does she appear stable?
Yeah,
know
she's fine. Drow who aren't warriors, elves who aren't warriors, but I mean, you only know about Drow. Those first couple of concussions, those couple of unconsciouses are always strange because it is the closest to sleep they get. It's the only time they turn off. So it might be a bit of a weird process for Una. But
I have gone unconscious before, though.
Yeah. Of course.
Second time.
But still, this might be for a longer. It's just a thing of note, you know. It's actually a feeling that some drow chase. Because of course they do.
Brakath is gonna open up Una's eye and look in and just actually hold up the hooded lantern a little bit to show a little bit of light in there, just to see if she actually.
No! She's dead!
I'm just seeing if her eyes dilate.
Oh no!
Runt, it's okay. She's alive, just unconscious.
Unconscious.
That's right. Close enough, anyways. We'll get there.
Yeah, she'll be fine. She just needs to be. Maybe you would want because she got scratched, so you probably
I
would
will
want to tend to
bandage up
those
and-
wounds. Yeah. Do
Before
like
we go
do
anywhere,
that real quick and then
Yeah.
kind of
I would say it's a little bit more than a scratch. Took 9 damage. My health is 11.
Yeah.
look.
It's a scratch.
This is
It's
scratch.
but a scratch.
It might be a deep scratch. No, that's definitely something you'd want to tend now, then take her back and then maybe check, because you are, quite a few hours away from home. You could start your way home really...
Torum, I'm going to ask that you carry her and walk beside me, and I will work as we walk.
Okay.
Very much just rapping, not doing anything that requires fine motor skills. Tending.
Oakley.
Now,
Oakley.
I have an additional question. That drug, mushroom, that
Night
is now
lantern.
burnt to a crisp over there. Pardon, sorry?
Night lantern.
Night lantern. I was about to call it nightcap, and I'm like, I know that's not right. That's a thing in our world. Night lantern. Is it used in the same way that opioids are used in?
Why don't you give me a history check?
Sure. That's much better. 21.
Similarly, but very different. When it's turned into kick or blight or other drug substances, it's very versatile.
Right.
It's often used as a catalyst for other things to make potions stronger.
Right.
What it does, specifically, is it takes away every negative emotion. Every single one. Hence becoming an incredibly addictive thing. Blight is a much stronger drug that it makes people hallucinate. At the same time, and those hallucinates often become vicious when people are starting to withdraw from it. But another few things that are interesting about it, because it grows everywhere and has these very strange properties, it is rumored to not be of this world. And there are rumors that actually quite a lot of things in this ecosystem, in the Underdark, are not of this world. But night lanterns are so even more different, like the way the fungus grows and stuff is so much different even from other stuff down here. It's most people believe it to be otherworldly, and some people think that like this is proof of other worlds,
Fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was going to maybe administer some of that, but with those properties...
It does no... Like, it
If
would
she
be
were
one of the
awakening,
things you could
I
use
might-
to make stronger healing potions, or as a catalyst for healing potions, because you need the healing thing. Actually, for regular healing potions, you don't need a catalyst, but for stronger ones you do. And other potions, you need a catalyst. This could be used as a catalyst, if you grew it.
I think what we're going to do then is we're going to use it to grow. I was going to... If it would have helped her with pain in her current state, I would have maybe given it to her, but so we could maybe find it elsewhere, but that's... Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Right. Any more questions?
I mean, I have so many more questions for later.
Okay, well, why don't we take another break? And surely
Sure.
you'll think of some more questions.
I know so many more questions that I want to ask right now, but I will wait.
Until you're at your
Pen
laboratory.
Gruntle.
Yes, my laboratory.
I think that needs further
The chat
research.
wants to know.